Hey guys, what's happening? Well, it is a rainy, pouring morning here in Florida. Sunny Florida. Not so sunny today. It's been raining, I mean, like pouring.
Yep.
Off and on all morning. And we got a call that we caught the gator. So let's head out there. We did not use the hook. We used the dowel rod. So let's see if we've actually got him. Z and I are going to head out there. Scott's not here yet today. He won't be here till later.
Yeah.
But we got to go. If there's a gator on the line, we got to go. And stick around, check it out. Maybe we caught it, maybe we didn't. I don't know. People say that it's on the line, so we'll just have to wait and see. Long drive just to check, huh, Z?
Mm-hmm.
Wonder how big it is.
Who knows?
Wonder if we caught the right gator.
That's part of the reason too. Who knows?
Yeah. All we can do is get there and check and take you guys along with us.
Yep.
So enjoy the ride, and we'll see you there.
See you when we see you.
See you when we see you. Well, we'll see him later, definitely.
Yeah, that's part of the reason to see you.
It's not bye, it's so long. For now.
Okay.
All right, let's go. All right, Z, we're here.
Yep.
Let's drive back there, and look, no creeper van behind us today.
Yep.
I think we finally gave him the shake.
We'll see.
I don't know. Yeah, that's true. All right, we're pulling back to the back there where our bait is, and we'll see if we got him. All right, Z, let's go get this thing, see if he's on there. You can noose, right?
Yeah.
You haven't done it in a while.
No, I haven't, but I'll give it my best shot.
That shot's not good enough. It has to be you will get it. This one you gotta get quick too, because you only got a dowel rod.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fun doing this stuff in the rain. Okay, the bamboo's there, the line's in the water. Let's see if he actually took it and swallowed it, or if he just chewed on it. So there's the cost. I don't know how cost it is, but it's not that cost. Go ahead, untie it and run your loop through here. Yep. I don't know if it's on. Yeah, he's down there. No, he's in. He's still there. He didn't swallow it. He didn't swallow this part. He just chewed on the meat. Yeah, Yeah, he was just holding this in his mouth. I think he got me. I could see this in his mouth.
Yeah, I see that hanging out.
Yeah, he didn't swallow it.
Oh, you have to. I guess you ain't got done after all.
Yep.
You would think this is when it would come up.
The rain is. It's tough like that. It's gonna come back out Tuesday, and
I think you got the little one.
we didn't get any.
Oh, it was the smaller one.
Ah,
And he hung out over there for a while. He must have got loose.
he wasn't on it. He didn't swallow
He
it.
was out there since early this morning, and he had that, like yellow thing in his mouth.
Yeah.
He got to figure out how to get out of it. I don't know.
No, he didn't.
I just tried to call you guys to let you know he's been out there since early this morning, but I don't. It wasn't a big one. It was like the 4-footer.
Yep, that's why he couldn't swallow it.
Uh,
He just chewed on it. He was playing with it.
yeah, I saw it out the side of his mouth,
Yeah.
but it wasn't the one you wanted anyway.
No, he pulled the bamboo off. He was playing with it. He had it in his mouth. He's just a neat.
So Rob, what's your last name?
Kezi?
I tried to look you up online and I couldn't find you.
It's all over there.
There's some Rob guy that's got an alligator in Chicago. Is that you?
No.
I didn't think so.
All right, Rob. I'll see you later.
All right, buddy. We'll be back out Tuesday.
I just call us when I was trying to find you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Sorry about that, Rob.
That's all right.
I might have to take his office to the moon.
Ugh.
Did somebody call you out today?
What's that?
Did somebody call you out today or did you just
Yeah.
check? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, first we come check on it. We checked on it yesterday, and
Well, I saw him with it and I thought he was stuck. Would he stay down there?
yeah, but he didn't swallow it. That's the thing.
They'll have to swallow it.
It's the small one, and he didn't. The small one's not going to be able to swallow that dowel rod.
I knew it wasn't sand. Wasn't big enough.
Yep. All right, we'll take a walk up there and look in the water and see what we see. That's all we can do. Oh, man, I was excited. I thought we had him. But the small gator ended up taking it, and the dowel rod's too big for the small gator to swallow. So we had it up high enough off the water, but if the small one jumps up there and gets it, he's just gonna chew on it and chew until he gets all that meat off and play with it, and he's not gonna swallow the dowel. The bigger one would have swallowed the dowel. The way the bacon fries. Another rainy day in Florida, and we're stuck running, looking for gators. Go take a walk up here and we'll see if we see them. All right, walk up here, just take a look. It's raining, but we never see this big one. This is, we've seen it a couple times. I hooked it a couple times, but
This this up?
Yeah, that's got to go in the truck.
Yeah, one of the keys.
All right.
Gotta open back window for that. For those things. Thank you.
Drive all the way out here for nothing. Always fun. Let's see. And they're always going to have this problem here. Because I don't know if you guys can see it, but let's see. Right through there, right past those trees right there. You see that big swamp? Well, that connects to that big swamp, which connects to that huge lake out there. And you guys, let's see if you guys can see it. See that bridge that right through there? That's that long bridge that drives all the way across that big lake. And there's literally hundreds of gators in that lake and this whole swamp area. Right there through the trees you can see some of the swamp. But the only way to stop it is if they put up a solid fence, like those vinyl fences, or it could even be wood dog panels, but they got to run vertically instead of horizontally so that nothing can climb it. And 6 foot would be sufficient. I just don't understand why they don't put like solar lights on this walking path, because we've seen people walking it at night with just their cell phone lights or a little flashlight on, and that's just a recipe for disaster. All right, well, time to go see what else we can get into today, and hopefully this rain stops. Where could this gator be? Guarantee it's right up against shore somewhere with just his head sticking out, especially when it's raining like this. But there you go. All right, guys. Well, we just got off the phone with Al, and who's on the phone with Fish and Wildlife. We've got this lady admitting to everyone, and everyone in the apartment complex has seen her feeding the gators.
She's creating too big of a. She's becoming too big of a danger to everyone around there.
To everyone around.
Yeah.
I mean, when I told her, lady, you can't do this because these gators are getting desensitized by you doing that, and they're liable to attack someone. And her response was, well, I don't walk my dog down by the pond. Well, they have a track. You guys have seen it, that goes a cement walkway that goes all the way around so people can get exercise.
Yeah, and it's at some point only 10 feet away from the water.
Yeah, not even at one point.
Yeah.
It's like, we measured it. It was like 6 feet, I think, at that one
yes,
corner.
It was 6 but we weren't counting the grass. That's the reason why, because the grass
It goes out in the water.
Yeah.
But it was 6 feet to the water.
Yep.
And it's just too dangerous. This kids walk around there. All right, hold on. All right, so like I was saying, this makes for a very, very dangerous situation.
Right.
You got the walking path that goes right down by the water. People walk their dogs around there. They walk their children around there.
Not to mention the dog park right next to it.
Dog park's right there, and she is desensitizing these alligators. And of course, that's why these alligators are hanging out there. It's because she's feeding them. Now, when I told her that it was illegal in the state of Florida to feed wild alligators, and she said, for what reason? I said, because you're desensitizing these animals and they become a danger, and that's why we are called out to remove them. She said,
and create a dangerous
situation
for everyone around.
yes. And her response was, well, people should know better than to walk down there by the water or walk their dogs down
And
there.
people should know better not to feed an alligator around a neighborhood.
And me trying to be a professional and keep my cool, I just said, lady, what you're doing is illegal. And she started ranting and raving how she has a little dog, but she's smart enough not to walk her dog there. And I was thinking to myself,
some of these people have puppies which have a lot of energy and can just drag you to the water.
yeah. And not even that, Z, but I'm just thinking to myself, they have a walkway. It's a track for people to get exercise. And who does this woman think she is?
I'm just saying, there's a lot of flaws that you could poke through her argument.
Well, besides the fact that it's illegal.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's a part of the reason.
You're creating a dangerous environment. What if a kid got grabbed? Heaven forbid. This is just, we've already had a few people attacked this year in the state by alligators. And this is, I can't speak for every case or for every alligator because I don't know what that gator's thinking. But I do know one thing. This is what sets up a scenario like that. People feeding wild alligators, the alligator loses its natural fear of humans because it gets food and it expects food. Now, oh my goodness. But we've taken the right precautions now. We called out, Al's called Fish and Wildlife. We gave them all her info. So that's all we can do now. And Al told me not to go back there till Fish and Wildlife handles the situation.
I was about to say the situation being diffused.
Because listen, my job is not to argue with people about what we're doing, why we're doing it. It's just to go out and do the job and make sure that people are safe. And we cannot do that if this woman is constantly feeding these animals. It's wrong in so many ways. But these are just some of the facts we have to deal with, and we chose to do this job and because I love alligators, and it's not fair to the alligator to have to go through this because some crazy woman just keeps perpetuating the circumstance. And even if we remove this one bigger alligator, Z, she's already feeding the other ones.
Yeah.
So it's just an endless cycle. it's a shame, and I'm sorry to, you guys have to witness something like this. But it's funny because she tries to act helpful to our face, but like the other people are saying, when we've got the bait out there, she's feeding down away from the bait. I don't know. Like the one people gave me a call this morning about this alligator. He took the bait and he's chomping on it. They can see the cord hanging out of his mouth. But the picture they sent me, I can see the little dowel rod is not in his mouth. He had the meat in his mouth, and he was a smaller gator, so he wasn't the big one. And he was just playing with it to get the meat off, and he did that. Situations like this just piss me off, but we got to keep our cool. It's not our job to deal with the public. That is the officer's job. It's our job to remove the alligator for whatever circumstance. It's got to be removed. It's got to be removed. It's our job to keep people safe and a living area safe, and then we try to save as many of the gators as we can, but that's all we can do. All right, Z, it's back to the farm. Hopefully we can get a little bit of work done today in the rain. This rain lets off for a little bit so we can get a little bit done. And then our day, our lives continue and go forward. We'll see you guys again shortly. Oh boy, this one just keeps getting better. So, Z, we're almost home, and we got the phone call. Turn around and go back. Fish and Wildlife is on their way there. We're going to meet him over there, explain to him the situation, and we'll have him talk to the other people there. And this will get resolved. First time, he'll just talk to her. And it all depends on how she acts to him, how she reacts, because what she's doing is highly illegal. But he has to catch her in the act of doing it. Obviously, you can't get fingerprints off the food because the gator ate the food. So, even if, there's witnesses and everything of her feeding them, that's hearsay. Even if it's just a messy situation. So the best thing we can do, and what we will do, is let FWC deal with it. She's impeding in us doing our job, which we are nuisance alligator trappers for FWC. So if she's messing with our bait, that's illegal. And feeding is illegal. I don't know what more we can do except the steps we're taking. And thus, we are headed back to the apartment building. It's one of those days, people. What can I say? Whew.
There he is. He's going to talk to the officer there. I this situation's just been getting out of control, so it just has to be like this, unfortunately. Yeah, having to deal with this is just very bad for the community here, and not to mention the danger it's creating. So we hate to do this, but it's something that has to be done in order to ensure everyone's safety. There's just too many kids, too many dogs that live in this area, and it's I don't know. Not to mention, some of these people have medical problems, so they can't run or anything like that. And it's just too many risks in one place. So yeah, no, we I'm pretty sure he's explaining the entire situation of what's happening right now. Or what's happened right now, rather. Just hopefully it's just a warning or something, or and she knows or will stop. But you never know with these kinds of situations what could happen. I'll cut back in if we know anything else, or if he starts coming over and to explain what's. Oh wait, nope. There we go. Never mind. But yeah, no. If he starts coming back in, we'll turn it back on, or if anything happens.
Oh boy. He's gonna go, we're gonna go down there and see if she comes out.
Okay.
And,
Had to give the camera a little bit of a break there for a second.
yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
It's people just don't believe that it's illegal to feed wild animals. And it's just not alligators. It's situations go from bad to worse when you're feeding alligators, bears, panthers, or fox, or bobcat, any of the predator animals, because those animals don't know that you're just being kind. In very rare occasions, something may happen where they realize it. People see videos of us going to do all this, and they think, oh, you guys feed alligators. No, we feed our alligators, and we're still very cautious about it. There's groups that we've worked with, like Tebow and his group, that they've become accustomed to it. They're still not tame. And the things you see me do, please do not do that stuff. It can result in a bad situation. All right, let's go down here, Z, and look what we can see.
Okay.
All right, well, there you have it. Z, we had to go back and explain to Fish and Wildlife the whole situation and everything. And so they've got a record of everything, because we're trying to get this gator. I don't want to catch those small ones. That's the thing. I'm happy the small one didn't swallow the dowel rod, because the dangerous one out there is that big one. And even the small ones can be dangerous, and we've seen small gators shoot out of the water and grab dogs.
Yeah.
But I don't know what else to do. I mean, we're trying to catch it, and this lady is just creating a bad situation. And I don't want it to get worse. We'd have to live with ourselves if a kid gets killed. You know, not knowing we did everything we could do. And we've done everything now. So hopefully she learns a lesson and stops feeding the alligators. But it's awfully funny Fish and Wildlife shows up, she just happens to leave. Yet every other time we are there, she has been there and telling us how she feeds the alligators and how she does this or that. It's just not right. You're putting other people at risk. And you just moved to Florida and you think you can do what you want.
Yeah, first, few months, and she thinks that she's a natural Floridian.
Yeah, she's a gator whisperer.
Yeah, exactly.
No, they're my pets. They're not your pets, lady. They're wild alligators. And they deserve to live in the wild as long as people like you aren't feeding them. They get to stay in the wild. But
Let this be a lesson to everyone.
yeah, please,
Don't create
please,
these dangerous situations.
please don't. Please don't feed wild alligators or bears or cougars or...
Don't create a dangerous situation for everyone around you.
It's just not right. It's not fair. It's not fair to the animal. It's not fair to the people. And all we can do is tell you till we're blue in the face. Please don't feed wild alligators or wild animals because you feel sorry for them. Trust me, they're getting enough food. They're eating is whatever they want. They're eating birds, they're eating ducks, they're eating frogs, they're eating fish. They get plenty of food. And they're wild. When you feed them, animals lose their natural fear of humans. And then humans are in danger, which means the animal has to be destroyed. Or else live out its life at a place like ours, but there's not enough places like ours in the world to take care of all these animals that have been desensitized. So this saga, this drama will definitely continue. And please, just because you have fed an alligator or caught one or two alligators does not make you an alligator expert or a crocodilian expert. I don't even consider myself an expert. I am an enthusiast. I am a person that has been doing this my whole life and love these animals. And I don't claim to be this big expert on stuff. I give you guys my thoughts on situations, what's going on with animals, and that's just from things I've learned that I've personally dealt with. And I know for a fact when you feed wild alligators, they lose their fear of humans because they keep coming back expecting more food. They know it's an easy food source, so they come back and they'll stick around. Now, whether you're throwing food or you're not throwing food, you're the food source. So they're gonna think every human they see is a food, whether it be a food source or their food themselves. So please, 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 do not do this. We do it at home because we take care of our animals. You never see us feeding wild animals. It's just a bad situation. But anyways, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, and this scenario we will keep filming and show you guys how it plays out. Hopefully we can get that bigger alligator out of there and not catch. I don't want to put a hook there, see, because there's too many dogs and got a permit to get one alligator out of there, and it's the big one that she's been feeding. So that's why we're doing this the way we're doing it. Normally, by this time, I would have thrown a hook up and we would have caught the gator and got it out of there. But we can't pick and choose which gator's going to take the bait. Like this bait, the little 4.5 footer took it. And thank goodness he didn't swallow the dowel rod, because that would have been our permit. We got a gator out of there. That's one gator. Then they would have had to call it back in to get another permit. Oh boy, that's the way the bacon fries.
Yep.
Guys, don't forget, every Sunday night we go live 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Answer your questions, do some fun stuff, and just have fun. You guys should join us. And we always sell some cool rocks and other stuff just to raise money for the farm. And have fun. You guys get swamped, share your passion, and what's he?
Random act of kindness.
You got it. Random act of kindness. It makes the world a better place. God bless each and every one of you. Prayers. Love ya. See ya.